All right, this is a really exciting drone video. 10-acre tract, the Panther Hollow. Literally one of the best views um, in the entire area. The high point of the area is right on this property. There's a large knoll. It's heavily wooded, so in the winter on the ground you can see the view in basically all directions. To really open that up, you'd have to thin out some of the timber because it does have big hardwood trees on the property. So this is obviously a wintertime drone video. We're getting to see it with no leaves on the trees. And we're somewhere over the property. Can't really get our bearings just yet. Getting a good look at some of that big timber though. Off to the right you can see the pond on the property. Well, you could for a second. Okay, so there's a little feel for the view. That's to the north and the northeast. Big pond on this tract. Biggest pond we've found out here, but well, yeah, the biggest pond we found, other than there is one toward the east side, but it's not as well made as this pond. So the pond hasn't been maintained for decades, and it's still holding water really nicely, probably deep enough to support fish. Toward the top of the screen you can see the red truck, which is parked on the easement road toward the northeast side of the property. So oriented, looking northerly. Way off to the left is the county road. We can't quite see it. And there's the county road. Okay, so property sits to the right of the county road. You can see the open glade area that's on the property. Keep going to the right, and then as it rises up, you've got that large knoll area. So if you wanted literally one of the best views we've ever seen, this tract offers the potential for that. There you can see the neighbor's farm down and across the county road. Power is extremely close, right there at the county road, basically. So the main draw of this area is the hunting, the white-tailed deer, the turkey hunting. Fantastic. I mean, people come from all over the U.S. to hunt in this area. Getting harder and harder to find good quality hunting land. But as far as residential is building, as far as camping, it's a great area. It's very private, but we're less than an hour out of Springfield, Missouri. Springfield's actually about 40 minutes to the west. I'm sorry, 40 miles to the west. The best way to access the property is to go south and then up through Mansfield. So that puts you closer to an hour to Springfield. So now we're looking northeasterly over the property. You can see the county road on the left, and then actually the property borders the easement road along its other three sides. So you have vehicle access to a good portion of this property. As we already mentioned, it does have some big mature hardwood timber. You can see that in this wintertime video. There's been no recent logging that we could see on the property. And as we do a flyover here, we're kind of just to the left is that large level knoll area. So check out the topo map within the listing page to see that as well. And with the topo map, you can actually see how this literally is the highest spot in the area, right where this knoll is. So what we're doing now is we're trying to, I believe what we're doing with the drone is we're trying to simulate the view. Obviously we had to get above the treetops to see the view, but since this is the highest point, even from ground level, if you were to thin out the timber, that's an approximation of the view that you would have. Just awesome. Unbelievable. We've seen some massive deer out here in Turkey as well. Bryant Creek is just about a quarter mile to the north. The Cedar Gap Conservation Area is about a mile to the north, and that's actually the headwaters of Bryant Creek. And then Bryant flows all the way down into Norfolk Lake, which is in Missouri and Arkansas. Tons of sites for building and camping on this tract. Just exciting that we're able to make available a property of this caliber with that big pond. To recreate that pond on a property would cost you many thousands of dollars, and you basically couldn't recreate the high knoll on this property. that's just unique to this tract. Obviously the wildlife, the white-tailed deer, um, enjoy having that pond there, and they've got that locked in their memory banks as a permanent water source. Awesome property. Really excited about this one. The location, the hardwood timber, the views, the pond, and the county road access, as well as power being right there. It's awesome. Check out the website, and if you have any questions, please let us know.